Jonathan Clarke, joined live in the studio with the man himself, New York City singer-songwriter, producer, world traveler, Jesse Harris. Welcome, man.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. Big fan. And seventh solo album?
Yeah.
You're a busy guy, man.
I guess so, yeah. I feel pretty busy.
Well, and it's good to have you here. You're from New York. Now, where were you born?
I was born in New York City.
Born in New York City, yeah. A New York native. We love that. And this new album is out now, also a soundtrack to a cool movie out as well. I want to get to that in a second, but just for our listeners' sake that are not aware of you, your first sort of burst onto the scene in 2002 as the guitarist and main songwriters for Norah Jones. And so I got to ask you, for a frustrated songwriter like me, to be the writer of those songs, and Come Away With Me, and that album is so huge, and see pretty much the entire world devour that CD, tens of millions of CDs, that's got to be kind of mind-blowing when it first happened to you. For here you are, you're hanging out in the Village, whatever, playing gigs, writing songs. A year later, insanity.
Yeah.
Talk about that experience for you.
Well, it was a real change of perspective, to say the least. And it certainly changed my idea about what was possible, because I always thought Norah was going to be successful, but my idea of her being successful is, I thought she'd sell maybe 100,000 records or something.
And she's even said that in her interviews, too. She said, well, maybe we'll sell a few,
Yeah, I thought that's the kind of career she was heading for. I was quite certain of it. So when it turned into this other thing, it was really shocking. And at the same time, all these people started calling me to write songs with them, and I got involved in all these projects, and I had just finished a solo album of my own, and Verve Records put that out, and I went on the road, and I kind of bit off more than I could chew, and it was pretty stressful, actually. It was exciting, of course, and certainly created a lot of new opportunities for me, in all kinds of ways.
Talk about the best thing about being a very successful songwriter now for you.
Well, for example, the Hot Estate soundtrack. To have something like that be possible and come about. I'm not sure that would have happened before everything that happened with Norah. And so it's created, opportunities for me as a producer or as a songwriter that maybe wouldn't have been there before. And so that's, musically, those are the things that excite me the most.
Well, out now, this new album called Feel, your seventh solo album. We should sort of track from it. And simultaneously, at the same time almost, the soundtrack we were just talking about, you referenced it. You wrote the songs for this cool movie out now called The Hot Estate, the soundtrack, a film directed by Ethan Hawke. He is in it, and lots of cool people, like you were mentioning a few on the soundtrack. But talk about what the film is about and how you came to work with Ethan Hawke on the soundtrack.
Well, the film's about a young actor. It's autobiographical.
Okay.
Ethan wrote it.
Yeah.
Who falls in love with a young singer-songwriter. And that's where I came in. Ethan called me up and said, hey, I wrote this script. It's based on my novel. And I need some songs for this part that this girl's going to play. I want her to sing original songs. And also there's going to be another part that you could play, and I need some songs for that. And I also need you to score it, and also, there has to be a soundtrack, and that's when we got to be talking about maybe.
And you're like, okay, anything else? I mean, come on.
So I read the script. He said you could do one of these things or all of them, and so I read the script and I really loved it, and I said I'll do all of them if you let me. And that's when we got the idea to approach these singers and ask them if they would be interested in singing songs of mine. And the concept was that if there was one composer, there would be continuity and coherence to the soundtrack, so that even though you had the Black Keys next to Norah Jones, it would still work. Well,
yeah, I'm just looking at the CD here. Willie Nelson, Bright Eyes, Emmylou Harris, Norah Jones, Feist. Cat Power. Yeah. Feist is so cool.
Yeah.
And you've got a few songs on here that you're actually performing as well.
Right.
And there's a song on here that I love. It is by the Black Keys. Now, is this a certain part of the film that...
Yeah, this is definitely an intense moment in the film. And we had gotten to a point in the project where we realized we had so many ballads. And Ethan said, we really need some adrenaline.
We need to rock.
So, something's got to rock here, or else it's just going to be all, all dreariness. And so we both, agreed that we loved the Black Keys, and it would be really cool to...
And now they're another like the White Stripes, drums and guitars only, right?
Yeah, exactly. And so we picked out, a bluesy tune that we thought would work for them. But what they did with it, it sounds much different from the original version. They really did something cool with the song.
Jesse Harris, who was live in the studio with me, and where do you find the time to put out solo albums? You're a busy guy. I mean, was this just sort of, did you do this several months ago or just very recently, or
the Hottest State soundtrack took a long time. The solo album did not take very much time. We recorded and mixed the entire thing in 7 days. So I found a few days in December, got the band together, we recorded the album. And then a couple months later, my engineer Tom Schick and I got together and we mixed it over 4 days and added just a couple of...
4 days, huh?
Yeah.
That's like the Beatles. I mean,
it went pretty fast. So making the record wasn't any real, time chunk.
Well, you brought this sweet acoustic guitar. You want to play a song for us?
Sure.
We'll do one. What? You want to do one off the Hottest State soundtrack?
Yeah, I like this tune. It's just a song I like to sing. So yeah, this is one that I do sing in the film. It's on over the end credits, and this is called "It Will Stay With Us."
That is Jesse Harris live on Q1043's Out of the Box.
If you don't wanna talk now, I won't make a fuss. And everything that we said, it will stay with us. And if you don't wanna see me, you won't lose my trust. And everything that we did, it will stay. It will stay. It will stay with us. There wasn't time to tell you till we turned to dust. Everything that we felt, it will stay. It will stay. It will stay. It will stay.
Very nice. That is Jesse Harris playing live for us here on Q1043's Out of the Box. Jesse, you got a show coming up at the Canal Room.
Yeah.
October 4th, or Rocktober 4th, we like to say. Those tickets are on sale now, but I'll take the first 3 callers right now on the toll-free listener line, 1-888-872-1043 for your free pair and a copy of the Hottest State soundtrack, which you'll autograph for them, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Jesse Harris's new solo album called Feel, and of course out now too, The Hottest State in theaters, and the soundtrack out now as well. For more info on Jesse, go to Q1043.com, keywords Out of the Box. Thanks so much for stopping by, man.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Don't be a stranger. Come by again when you're rich and famous. But you already are, so come by anyway. And we'll see you at the Canal Room